So we'll wait a little bit more. We already have close to 40 people in. That's pretty cool. Really happy to have all of you joining today to learn more about Quant. It's actually a very exciting product. I am super excited about it. We've been building it for a couple of months already with a team of XBorg. We're getting close to beta testing. So I know everybody all the time is asking me when. And we're doing everything we can. I was on a call with James just like an hour ago, and all the time it's a lot of grinding to build it as soon as possible, get it to you guys so you can test, and then put it to market. So yeah, it's really exciting to be able to show you what we've been building so far and what's going next. First question, how are you? I'm very good. Very good, excited to be here. I'm going to give you a bit of context on this AMA, how it's going to take place. First, I will go through a quick presentation to basically present you what Quant is, why we decided to build Quant, what kind of market we are addressing, what is the target audience, and how we plan to grow it. So it's going to be like a presentation, not necessarily a demo. It's a bit more business technical. So everybody has context. I know how all of you are really involved into XBorg, and you want to know how everything is made and why we make the decision. So I'll go through all of that, and then I'll show you a quick recorded demo that was done to give you a feel of what's coming. I'm going to start in probably 1 minute, just 30 more seconds, and I'll give it a go. All right. So I'll share my screen. Bella, can you see it full screen?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, very good. So this is Quant, this little bubbly avatar that you can see on screen. This is your AI trading companion. What we're trying to build is a companion that helps you trade like a pro in one click anywhere you are on the web. So just quick disclaimer, some things here are going to change, subject to change is preliminary information. So obviously don't quote me on that later on if not all of this takes place. So we started with a problem. The way I'm building product, I always start thinking about what kind of problem it solves, what are the pain points. And here I was thinking about my own problem. So I'm kind of building Quant for myself as an audience in mind. And that's a superpower, because if you build for yourself, you know exactly what kind of product you need. So you're going to have at least one happy customer, one happy user. And so what are my problems as a retail trader? I have a dilemma. On one side, I get a lot of information from many different places. I go on X, Telegram, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. I look at charts. I have a lot of information coming from all directions. I cannot cut through the noise. And also, even when I have an idea, I need to execute my trade in different places, all over the place, in different wallets, different exchanges, and so on and so forth. And on the other side, when I decide to make a trade, for instance, I'm often late or emotional. I'm not a pro trader. I'm not a quantitative trader. So I usually have FOMO. I do not have risk management. I'm inconsistent. And it means that I'm not being a good trader these days. And this is getting even worse with the recent market trends. I don't know if you've been feeling the same as me, but on one side, we have the hodl, like holding a meta that's basically dead. So everyone that has been holding altcoins passively for the last couple of years, they felt it really hard on their portfolios. They bled. And then if you went into the new trends, like the meme coin trends, you probably got burnt as well. And a lot of people, they like to trade altcoins, to buy altcoins, to do their research, go on Discord, but they do not like to do it as much with meme coins. It's my case. I don't like dead-gen meme coin trading so much. Another thing is that perps now, they dominate. It's a king in town. And another point is that basically we realize that retail has no strategy when you enter a trade. And I'm talking for myself as well. So the problem, it results into missed trades, blown accounts, a lot of frustration and many pain points. And so I went deep into understanding what exactly for the target audience we have, what is your user flow? What is your trade idea to execution flow? For myself and for actually the majority of people we surveyed, about 100 people, it looks like this. You have an idea for a trade or an investment for a coin on Twitter. Then you go on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, you check the chart and you make a decision in the next 2 minutes to buy or not to buy. If you buy in path A, you make the decision, you're from Twitter or CoinGecko, so you open a DEX or a SEX, you connect your wallet, you buy spot, you do not have any entry, stop loss, take profit, you do not have any strategy, and you do not know when you're going to sell. It's just basically vibe trading, right? You just buy and you'll see what happens. And most of the time when it goes down, you do not know when to sell. You do not have invalidation. And the path B is something that happens a lot and probably happens to you as well. Is that I'm on Twitter or CoinMarketCap, I'm working, I see all of a sudden Bitcoin pumping, and I know every altcoin is following, and I know I could make an easy trade to get like a 2% somewhere. But I'm too lazy, I do not know where to do this trade. I'm losing time, I'm losing momentum, and so I'm not getting the easy 2% I could have by being terminally online. I'm not even benefiting from it because I'm too lazy and there's not an easy tool to help me do that. So that led us to identify our ICP. So ICP stands for Ideal Customer Profile. So across research we've done, our audience is the following. It's wallet native retail crypto traders, 20 to 45 years old. They trade on the DEX, mostly with their Chrome extension wallets. They manage more than 10K portfolio. They execute about 1 to 10 trades a week. They get their IDs from X, Twitter, Telegram, and then they check on CMC and CoinGecko. They want to trade more like a pro, but they lack the time and knowledge. These are the two main problems, lacks of time and knowledge. So I also identify in this profile. And so out of the people we surveyed, 50% say they want to trade more often, and 60% they want to trade more like a pro. And so based on all of these issues, that's why we came up with Quant. So Quant is a Hyperliquid first, non-custodial Chrome extension that basically brings institutional grade setups, pro trade setups to your browser with a one-click execution. The idea for me was to bring the execution as close to the user flow, as close to the idea. So if you have an idea from your browser, for our target audience, I'm talking, on Twitter or CoinMarketCap, we should be here, integrated in a very smart way into your user flow and help you execute a trade with a whole strategy around the trade, like a pro, in one click. So you can see what we're building with Quant. It has 4 components. Number 1 is the in-page avatar, so Quant itself. It has a couple smart icons. I will come back to it a bit later. We have a trade setup model, which basically when you click on any coin, you always going to have multiple trade setups that you can execute in one click. These setups, they include entry, stop loss, and take profit. They also have a P&L preview. And basically, you will be able to see the success rate, the EV, so expected value for each trade. So you can make a good decision. You can make an informed decision in a couple seconds by understanding why you have this setup, what is the success rate of this setup, and then execute it in one click on Hyperliquid. So one-click execution. And all the trades are going in Hypercore, which is Hyperliquid layer 1. And we also have a wallet-style sidebar. So it's basically like a wallet you can track, but you can track all your active positions, manage them, and see a lot of data about your you as a trader, your P&L, your number of trades, what type of trades you do, etc. So we personalize it. How it works under the hood. So basically, the way it works, we're building an engine that is able to test multiple trading strategies. At the V1 at launch, we're going to test about 50 trading strategies based on technical analysis. So For those of you who do not know, in trading, you have different types of trading: fundamental, sentiment, and technical analysis. Technical analysis is basically you get a lot of data from like the price action and the volume, and from that we can derive a lot of correlation with indicators. So indicators like RSI or moving average, many others. And when you add them together, you get a trading strategy. And this trading strategy at some points creates signals to buy or sell. And this signal buy or sell, you add then stop loss and take profits, and then you have a trade setup. And this we can test them all the time on 150 Hyperliquid perps assets. And we also backtest them all the time. So we know all the time if all the strategies we provide are profitable in the per our backtesting data. So we check for the last 3 months, 6 months, depending on the time frame. And then we basically show you the best, and we help you execute the best. So that's how it works. The goal is to basically add more and more and more strategies, even include external signal providers. So people that will provide buy and sell signals, and that's they focus on that. It can not, maybe it will not only be technical analysis, maybe it will be also sentiment, pro traders, copy trading, and so on and so forth. And we also have a risk reward, which is basically how much you can potentially earn or lose in a single trade. And just here, 1 second to stop, because it's not written here, but basically what is the edge we're providing with the signal? If you're going to use Quant, it's not just going to be a smart and cool new tool to trade, but it also gives you an edge on the markets. Why? So the most important thing is that every setup we give is EV plus, so expected value positive. And that is basically a ratio. I mean, it's a factor of the success rate of the trade. So how many times does it hit take profit before it hits stop loss? If it hits take profit before stop loss more often, then it has a good success rate. And then the risk reward ratio. So risk reward, for instance, 2 to 1. So in each trade, you can earn 2 times what you can lose. And in some cases, you're going to have like success rate that are below 50%. But as long as the risk reward is sufficient enough, then you're going to have EV plus trade. So if you have a 2 to 1 risk reward ratio, you just need a success rate above 33.3% to have a EV plus trade. So on average, you are expected to make money on this trade. So I can go back to that later if there are questions. But that's the way we're thinking of providing an edge through our signals and setups. Why now? Why now is a good moment to build a Quant? So derivatives, there's on-chain derivatives boom. So everybody knows here Hyperliquid's doing 500 billion monthly volume. And then a lot of apps are built on top of it. So Phantom, for instance, Perps on Hyperliquid is doing 5 billion monthly. A lot of people are browser native traders. So there is 14 million MetaMask Chrome users. And basically these people that are not necessarily trading from their phone or from SEX, but they are enjoying to go and check dApps, connect their wallet, do trades here and there, farm, etc. They have not been addressed recently by the new trading stack. So personally, I have not been addressed by new trading tools. I've been doing the same kind of, using the same kind of tools for the last 2-3 years. And so that's why we believe this audience should be addressed, and Quant is a way to address it. And now, so you're expecting more AI agent UX maturity. You want basically intelligent assistants to help you make better decisions, to help you make better trades. So there is nothing that combine all of it, and that's why we're doing that for Quant. This is more in the business side of things. I don't know if it's interesting for you guys, but from a business perspective, we're positioning ourselves as a trading products on Hyperliquid first. A lot of other products are doing a lot of revenues. It's also important that we build a product that's going to generate revenue on top of solving a problem. And so our opportunity here is to capture a good order flow and generate fees. So we're not going to charge anything on top to the user. It's not going to be, so you're not going to pay more fees or there's not going to be hidden transaction or anything, and it's going to be absolutely free to use for V1. And so we just get a rebate on the fees on Hyperliquid. Competitive positioning is the same. I'm not going to go long time here, but basically we are competing with like Signal groups on Telegrams, copy trading bots, TradingView, extension wallets, but we are gathering all of the important features, which is the execution at the place where you have an idea, plus AI information layer and curated setups, etc., all in one place. Still quite businessy, so we're talking about fee share in phase 1. We're probably going to have a subscription at some point with some pro features, so advanced analytics and other things. We're going to build a setup marketplace, so that's something I touch upon briefly, which is basically in order to grow an ecosystem like what we want to do. Usually you can build an app ecosystem. So if you're Apple, you have the App Store and you have app developers and come in and develop apps, right? In our case, what's very important is to have the best signals, the best trading signals, the best trading setups. In order to do that, on top of our own, we're going to have other people plug into our system and provide us their signals. And so the more signals we're going to have, the better the setups. And we're also going to give a revenue share to these people, so they have a financial incentive to come and build and make Quant better. And for phase 4, we're going to integrate other trading venues as well, such as centralized exchanges and others. So you'll be able to trade your funds from a centralized exchange via Quant. Where we are, so today we have about 200, a bit more beta testers. So in the Discord, we're going to start the beta testing, I think in December, with the paper trading in the first case. So there is not going to be the execution layer. It means that you'll be able to use Quant and get all the data and all the trade setup as if it was real, except you'll be trading with fake money in first phase. And then we're gonna integrate signal providers, do the execution, etc., etc. So yeah, basically, how do we grow that? For me, the most important is to get a really sticky tool that really solve a big problem. So we have initial base of user people that's going to use it. It solves their problem. It helps them be more profitable. When we have more users, we're going to get more signal providers. So then we have better setups. So we have higher win rates. So our users going to make even more money. And so we have more volume, more users, etc. So that's kind of the growth flywheel. Yeah, go to market. So first we have community activation. That's where we are. We want to build this really tight community where we want all of you to help us co-build the product. It should not be just us giving you an update from time to time. I really want to get all your feedback on how to make it better on a UX perspective, but also on a trading and signal perspective. We're going to be very transparent, so we want to build something that's actually working. So we show the real P&L from people, and our goal is going to be to make as many people profitable or better traders than they are. Obviously, it's trading, so there's still going to be winners and losers, but our goal is to make you better ultimately. So we're going to have also a referral program and a point system, and more on that later, and a signal providers program. And our targets is basically get to 1,000 daily active users by Q2 with an average of 10 million traded per day, and that would generate 150K just from the trading fees. So that's what Quant is. I will let you jump in quickly. I'm just going to show you a demo now. Or maybe, Bella, is there any hot questions or something that people want to know right now?
I think you can go with the video, and we will jump in the question right after.
Oh yeah, just one precision on the fees, the trading fees. So every time you trade on Hyperliquid, you pay fees to the protocol, like on any trading venues, on SEX, anywhere you pay fees on every single trade. And we do not add any fees on top. We just get a part of the fees that Hyperliquid gets. That's part of their Builder's Code program, where built into their protocol, you have a way to get the fees. Okay, so this is a quick demo, and I will talk over it. So here, you can open the extension. You're gonna have Quant here. Here, you cannot see on screen, but you basically have a social login. So you connect with your email. It's like a privy. So it will create a wallet for you. So now it created a wallet for you. This is the sidebar wallet style. So you're gonna see your portfolio value, your active position, risk exposure, your list of tokens. So right now there's only Bitcoin, but there's gonna be all the perps on Hyperliquid supported here. You can see your active position. You can manage them as well. From here, you can see your history, so your position that you close, and you can see a lot of data about your P&L, your success rate, your total P&L, number of trades, etc., etc. Well, so we have a notification system as well. The notification system will give you different information, but mostly about your position in the market. You can access, so you can copy your wallet address. So since it's just created a new wallet for you, you can also check in the settings. Here, you can have a light, dark mode, different settings. You can show the avatar or hide the avatar, and so yeah, that's kind of the wallet sidebar for now. So this is prototype; it's not finished. So here you have Quant. And couple smart icons. There will be much more icons, so you can move it around. Now it's pretty big. You can also minimize it. And basically, the icons around will be quick shortcuts to open, for instance, Bitcoin, the trade setup model. Here in the trade setup model, so again, the design is not finished. It's mostly dummy data here, but you can also open the trade setup model from here, and you're going to see a lot of data. So position sizing, different all the trade setups we offer, some context information, risk level, so you can add or remove leverage easily. Although in V1 we will not support leverage. And see information, see how many live traders are opening. So here, obviously, it's not going to look like that. But yeah, that's kind of how it's going to work. And then in one click, you can execute the trade. You can have information when you hover as well. And then yeah, you open a trade, and you can also either you wait for the trade to stop, or you can manage your position and close it directly from the wallet style extension. So yeah, we still have a little bit of work to do, but the main flow is working. The backend as well is working. And let me stop that. And so we're getting closer than ever to basically do the beta testing, put this into your hands first, again, via paper trading, so you can test it out, and then with the execution. So yeah, that was a lot of talk from my side. So now, if you have any questions, or Bella, or if you identified interesting stuff, happy to jump in and answer everything. Check.
Thank you, Jeremy. I see an interesting question from Magus. He's asking if there are any competitors to Quant, and who are they?
You have another extension like overlay to help you trade, which is called Hey Anon, but it does things a little bit differently. It basically adds a lot of information on top of charts. So it identifies charts on the screen. Then it's going to add as an overlay a lot of information. I'm not really, I mean, it didn't have a lot of sticky users because the UX is not really good and it doesn't do exactly things the way we do. There is another range of competitors which are basically you chat with, you basically talk with AI, and then AI, the chat executes for you. I do not believe in this UX at all. I think the prompt to trade is not going to be a thing in the near future. That's not natural. That's not what people want. So at the end of the day, we are quite unique. We're going to be the first one to really build and launch something like that. Yeah. Other questions?
Yeah, I have one from Make It Real. He's asking, how does Quant make the difference between noise and relevant information to basically to set up the trades?
Yeah. So again, the trade setups, they are not based on information, news, sentiment, fundamentals. The trade setup, and we do it by design. Because basically, I'm talking to all the teams that build AI trading agents. As soon as you put LLM in the mix, it doesn't work. As soon as you put discretionary elements into a trade, it doesn't work. What works on a statistical basis, what works on the is basically like robust, back-tested trading strategies that are only based on technical analysis. And then on top of that, we add AI as an information layer to help you select from these already robust EV plus trading strategies. So it doesn't hear the noise, basically. The engine just look at what we call OHLCV data, open, high, close, low, and volume. The candle you see on a chart, transcript it into data, and we just look at this data and basically look at different indicators like moving average, RSI, and other stuff. And based on that, we populate trade signals, and all of them are back tested. So in a way, the trade setup do not know what's happening beside the price action, but on the UI, the agent, like the avatar, will also give you additional information about the market as well. But yeah, ultimately, we will at some point include other trading strategies that are not only based on technical analysis. And as long as we backtest them and they're EV plus as well, we will also provide them, but that's just not for V1.
Awesome, thank you. Maybe a more general question from Chris B, and I think other people had the same. He's asking, will XBorg AI be a standalone project, or how will it be positioned within the XBorg ecosystem? And also, how the XBG token will be included in that?
Yeah. So I know all of these questions are very important for everybody, and so because of that, we're gonna have a dedicated AMA. I think by end of month. I think it will be on XBorg Discord to address all of these questions regarding the positioning, the relationship to XBG, and everything else. So all of these questions, unfortunately, I cannot answer now. Everything will be done through a dedicated AMA.
Awesome, thank you.
I see there a full autopilot mode in the making, and can you configure some rules? So yes, automation is on the roadmap. It will unlock different things. When you trade with Quant in V1, you basically select trades from a diversified basket of trading strategies. So what matters is that every single trade is EV plus. When we're gonna add automation, it means that you will basically trade only one strategy or selected couple amount of strategies. Then there will be different things that are important. For instance, the Sharpe ratio and others that will be relevant at that point. So it will require us to really think more about the way that the signals are going to be included in that. We also have technical questions on how we will implement that, and legal question as well. So that will be the case, but it will be definitely later. So from Ricky Bobby, looks great, slick UI. Thank you. Is this data real time and updates on the fly? Does the execute trade button have preset SLTP? Why not leverage in V1? The data is yes, the data is real time. So you will always have the real pricing of assets, and basically the strategies we refresh them every minute. Every minute we rerun all our strategies on all of the assets, and then we remove the signals that are not valid anymore, and we push the new signals that are the best ones in this new instant. So the data is real. The execute trade button has stop loss and take profit. Yes, that's the whole point. In one click, you have all of your trade setups executed. So you have the entry level, the stop loss, and the take profit, all of that from one click. That's the point, yeah. Why not leverage in V1? Well, the most important for us, on top of having a great UX, a sticky product, is to have reliable signals, right? So we want to make sure there is no bugs, there is no problem, and that we always provide EV plus signals. So we're not gonna let users risk too much as long as we're not 100% sure that we're confident with the setups and everything. So we want to make sure that this is tested long enough before we start to add leverage. But leverage will be in V1, it will be like V1.5, right? Okay. How is the quality of the signals guarded? Okay, that non-manipulated is a problem by dealing fake signals. So security regarding signals providing. Yeah, that's a good part. We're definitely going to have a lot of guardrails. We're probably going to also publish the data and be transparent on all the signals that has been generated and all their performances over time to make sure that this is not a problem. But there's another question or another point that we can raise from what you just said. A question you could have is, what happens if we have a lot of people using the app and we're sending the same signals and that everybody trade the same signal at the same time? So yes, in this scenario, the signal will not be as relevant. The point is that a trading strategy works in a certain market for a certain amount of time and for a certain amount of volume. These three factors change the success rate, that change all the time. So we will always adapt. And in a scenario where we have too many people trying to trade the same signal, then that's the point of us onboarding more signal providers, have a bigger diversity of signals, and basically randomized the signals we send to different users and have like cap of volume. So as long as if we see too much volume has been put into one signal, we directly invalidate it and stuff like that. So these are tomorrow's problems, but we already have that in mind, yes. Did I miss questions from before? Yeah, and we're backtesting strategies constantly. So they're always up to date with the market dynamics. So whenever a strategy is less performant because of whatever changed, then it will be pushed back and we will not show it to you anymore. What are the data points which you gather to generate signals? So the data points at this stage are only so OHLCV data, open, high, low, close, and volume, and then mixing a lot of indicators to generate the signals in there. Well, premium tiers for better signals is one way to think about it. I mean, there is a world where we add a lot of external signal providers, and some external signal providers will be only accessible via a subscription or something like that. That could be one way. Yeah. Will Chomp holders get better signals? Yeah, it's a secret, but yeah, 100%. Quant is free to use, and there is always going to be a free to use version, always. Yeah, I know. And there will be obviously some. I'm laughing at, but there will be some advantages for the holders, Chomp holders, XBorg OG community. Obviously, this is, I mean, the first community of Quant. We're cobbling the product. We're in the ecosystem, so definitely we're gonna make sure that there's a lot of things going your way, guys.
Earlier, you mentioned the paper mode. Is it going to be available even after the beta testing? Like, will people be able to play with fake money, like just like a demo account?
Yeah, I think we'll definitely keep this feature, and there is also a desire to add more and more learning training aspects into the product. So like implementing kind of an XP system and some learning lessons, maybe, I mean, basically small things that will naturally pop up into your experience. So the goal is to make you better trader. So initially we make it easy for you, but ultimately some people want to learn why things are the way they are, why it's good to make these trades, or portfolio management, risk management, all of these kind of things. We want to integrate these features as well to make people a better trader, know more about the market and everything. So also maybe post-trades analysis. I like to play on chess.com. I always love to analyze my games with their AI models after, so that there could be something like that as well on Quant. Yeah. So about in the distant future, can we imagine further DeFi integrations besides tradings? Yeah. So from day one, I also thought about that there will be a DeFi mode for Quant. So basically, Quant is your companion. It should help you navigate the crypto game, the crypto world better. We start with trading, but yeah, there should be some elements of DeFi involved, and there it will be smart rebalancing or helping you find the best opportunities, yields based on your assets, risk profile, based on the personalization. So this will definitely be in the roadmap. And one thing I want to add is that it will be personalized. Quant will at some point personalize and will be catered towards your needs, your profile. And the way we're doing it is first to give you a really snappy user experience with a great value prop. So it really solves your pain points. And then as it does that, we're going to gather data about something very important, which is what kind of trader you are, what kind of risk you would like to take, and so on and so forth. And then we'll be able to personalize it for you, because we are, data-driven, entirely data-driven, basically. What about proposing people to get partially paid back in XBG when taking profit instead of the entire bag of the original trade? So yeah, again, everything related to the XBG, XBorg, tokenomics integration, it will be for a dedicated AMA, but that's not a bad idea. But yeah, there will be a special AMA for that. Is there anyone that wants to come on stage and ask a question directly?
Yeah, feel free to raise your hand and we will give you access if you'd like.
Hey guys.
Yeah, I can.
Hey.
Can you? Oh, cool. Yeah, that was wonderful. Honestly, it's super motivating, Jeremy. I
Thank
think
you.
it's going to help a lot to bring people also to see what XBorg does. We were always wondering how to bring people in and so on. And I already talked to these two people who are not aware of what XBorg does, and they are really interested in using the tool. And it could probably open other doors, and that's very positive, honestly.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean that's great. We're definitely doing something different a little bit. So it's a different vertical. I would say it's not gaming per se. But yeah, the more people learn about this product, the more it will benefit the whole ecosystem overall. Yes.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
No, you're
Can't
welcome.
wait to test it.
Yeah. I'm harassing the devs. Don't worry, they are already under pressure. Yeah. Anything else that you guys want to ask, want to learn about the product or other things? I will. So we're probably gonna have a recording. I mean, we have a recording, I think, of these discussions. I will see if we can share the deck as well, so you guys can see it more in detail later on. And yeah, if there are not many more questions, let me check. If I understood correctly, Quant will make decisions based on XYZ information variables, right? Will user be able to see as log files which were executed based on information statistics? So in V1, Quant doesn't make a decision for you. You execute trade. It's like assisting. It's like AI assisted trading. So it doesn't take decisions for you. It provides you with trade setups and information, and then you click execute. So you decide what you're going to do in the end. We can publish logs of all the trade setups and all the signals we have all the time to be completely transparent. But yeah, so this is not a problem. Today, it's not automated. It's not making decision on its own, and that's also by design. It's too complicated, too risky, and there's not a big market for fully automated agents now. A lot of companies are doing it. I'm talking to a lot of them, but there is no stickiness to their product. I see some people are writing questions. Yeah. Will there be any restriction on using Quant? For example, like the UK FCA, which is limiting or restricting many trading platforms. So we are gonna be routing trades to Hyperliquid. So if you are geo-blocked for any reason, then we cannot bypass it. We will basically follow local rules and rules from all the trading venues. So first Hyperliquid, then other exchanges. I mean, if it's a centralized exchange, you need an account. So that's on you able to make an account on this exchange. And for other perp decks, if we were to support them later on, which is not sure at all, then there is also like the same restrictions that they apply will apply to you. Yes, you have never been so close to a Lambo. I agree with this statement. More details about the AI aspect. So it's a good question. In the V1, AI will be simply as an information layer. So it will give you on top of the setups, will give you a score, bullish, bearish, like a sentiment, directional score on the asset. This will be generated by our AI agent, and on top of that, will give you more information and select the right information to show you. For instance, it can be you're about to trade BTC, but we're going to flag you, be careful, the CPI numbers are coming in 1 hour. So you should maybe wait and be careful and stuff like that. So it's going to be additional smart context. Basically, what I want to achieve is like in one click, you have an ID, you open the trade setup model, and then you have all the information you need in a very simple way. So it's a pro trade setup, and then key elements, key information point that help you make a decision, and then in one click you do it. So that's a very nuanced thing. It's not necessarily only a science; it's also an art to be able to show only what's important. One more question. I'm not really a proficient person in trades, but you mentioned risk-reward ratio. Can user manually change the accepted risk-reward ratio for the suggestions, or is it hard-coding? It will always just suggest EV plus trades. We are, at the beginning, only allow you to, so there is an advanced version that we didn't show in the demo. In the advanced version, you can change the stop loss and take profit, and you can also add multiple stop loss and take profits. So you can also layer it. This is in the advanced panel. We didn't show it, but so yeah, you'll be able to be a bit a bit more sophisticated in the app. Do we know if VPN to gain access to Hyperliquid will work with Quant? I have no idea, and I will not comment on that, but you can give it a try. Can we get a Chomp Smoky cooking smiley? I assume we can. Yeah, that's where we are. What else can I tell you? We'll also have thoughts on opening up what we built for maybe other app builders or trading agents builders to build on top of it. So that could be another direction we take later on, because we have identified that basically if you want to build an autonomous trading agent, it's not going to work with LLMs, but the way we do it, it's like robust trade setups, and then you can add an LLM on top that basically select from those, and then through its own bias trades, but only EV plus trade setups. And so there could be a big demand to access what we have for other trading agents and other apps builders. Is Quant going to be used on the community app in any way? There are thoughts of integrating it, but this we'll comment on that later on. Will Quant be used by anyone or only Prometheus? So I like Kant, he's a great philosopher, but we're building Quant. And yes, that's a very good meme. So it will be used by anyone. Anyone will be able to use it. Initially, in the early phases, it will be the beta testers groups, and then we'll kind of gatekeep it for the community and OG members first. As also, it will also be rewarded to be early. So if you're early as well using it, it will be rewarded at some point. But yeah, I mean, the goal is to basically open it to as many people as possible, grow the ecosystem, grow the community, and grow also the product. For beta testers, do you expect certain volume from them, or can even plebs like me try to be active and get beta tester role? No, there's not minimum amount of volume that we want. What we want is usage. What we want is feedback from beta testers, identifying the bugs, understanding the UX, tell us if it makes sense or not. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe the avatar might be annoying on the screen, or you want to integrate in a different way, or you want to trade a little bit different, or you want different buttons, or you're not happy with the performance, or everything that you can give us is important. I really want to co-build that and put it in your hands as soon as possible, so we can improve it also and iterate as fast as we can. I thought I was hyped by Quant. No, I'm hyped. Thanks for the presentation and answer. Yeah, there we go. I am very hyped as well. When you see the proposed trades window, is it updating live with the market price? Yes, it will be always the latest data, the newest data. Or, I mean, and again, the trade setups refresh every minute. Every minute, not from the moment you query it, but we refresh them every minute. So yeah, for now, we're only doing Chrome extension. Since it's the most natural audience for this kind of product, which is a product that needs to be added on existing user flow, existing UI. There could be mobile version later on, but yeah, it will have to be a little bit of a different product. Now we're trying to build a very snappy product that integrates perfectly into the user flow. And the easiest way is through this extension that comes at the moment you have an idea. We help you execute like a pro. How is Quant going to make money if it's free and Hyperliquid get all the transaction fees? So we get, every time you make a trade through Quant, you make it on Hyperliquid and you pay a fee to Hyperliquid, but we actually get part of this fee programmatically, automatically. We get it. So we share the fees with Hyperliquid. Yeah. Oh, so we're gonna provide the setups on multiple timeframes. I didn't mention. I mentioned that the lowest time frame will be 1 minute. So it's not gonna be like. So it's not gonna be like high frequency trading, at least at the beginning. Yeah. So yeah, the fee is on the transaction. It's not based on the performance. So we do not take a carry. We do not take a performance fee on your trades, and so it's very important. Yeah. So I think we're gonna wrap it up in 5 minutes. If you have a couple of remaining questions, yeah, send them now, please. Do you have hardware wallet integration in mind, or is it too complex in text UX? Yeah, it's not something we have in mind for now, hardware wallet integration. later on. I mean, as we grow and people want to trade bigger amounts, that's definitely something that will have to be implemented at some point. What's the reason Quant has its own avatar instead of Chomp as an avatar? There's a couple of reasons. One of them is that if you want to have something on your screen, the round shade bubble-like element fits better, integrates better into existing websites UI than the Chomp, because you can basically add icons around it. From the UX perspective, it's better. It's also branding elements. It's a little bit of a different product, so that's also why we add this element. Will there be a referral program to bring people to Quant? Yes. Yeah, we're probably gonna share the slides so you guys can go back to it at some point. Bella, Oz, do you want to add anything?
No, it's been almost 1 hour, so thank you very much for your time, Jeremy. Thank you for taking the time for answering the questions. Yeah, what can we expect in the following weeks to wrap it up?
Yeah, so good question. In the following weeks, first we're gonna have more finalized demo footage. So we'll show you more live demo of the final product. And then hopefully selected group of beta testers will be able to download the extension and start using it in the next couple of weeks. I don't want to give a exact date for that because you always have a couple of hiccups here and there, and it always takes a bit more time. I'm on the optimistic sides of things, so I tend to like shorten the amount of time that's actually required. But we're getting there. We're getting there. You saw where we are, and there's like some final elements to be added and some things. But for the paper trading, we are really getting there. So that's what you can expect. I also want to thank all of you to be here today. It's an early product, and there's a lot of interest. So that's super cool. And yeah, I can tell that we're working a lot to make the best product for you guys. So very, very cool to have you here. It gives us strength to push even harder. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Sounds good. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time, and see you soon on Discord.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'll be chatting on Discord. If you have questions, you can ping me, and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. All right, have a good one, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.